Hey guys, it's me, Gerald the Weeb here. Okay, I recorded a 16-minute video, but it didn't upload, so I'm gonna record it. But it's not gonna be like exciting from my description from my last one, so I'm only gonna make this one 5 minutes. Okay, I was eating. So last time we left off, George and Dio were at the hospital because Jonathan got stabbed because he was on a date with Arena, and Arena was leaving forever, and George was wanted that to happen too. So that happened, and now it's been 7 years now, and now they're in their final year of college, and now they're playing their final rugby game because it's their final year of college. Now, it's the last play of the game, so Jonathan gets the rugby ball, and he's running right at the goal. So 8 people tried to tackle him, but he wouldn't go down. So he throws the ball to Dio, and Dio scores. Okay, I'm having a lot of gas. I'm super sorry. So Dio scores the goal, and so this is why you should eat burritos before you record a YouTube video. Anyway, so Dio tries to score a goal, and he makes it, and they win the game, and they're both celebrating, Jonathan and Dio. But they're sad because their father, George, is dying from an illness that they don't know about, and hopefully they can try to save him before it's too late. But Jonathan never had a death experience from a family member before because all he knew is Dio and and his father George. So Jonathan feels like Dio is kind of responsible for some reason, but he really does like Dio because Dio wasn't evil to him, so he just keeps it to himself. And now they're going back to the manor because it was their last day of college. So Jonathan and Dio went up to the Mr. Joestar's room to go see him, and they see a butler walking out. One of their new butlers, Jay, walking out and saying, "He's all right, but he could probably need you two to comfort him." The butler's name is Jay, so they said, "Thank you, Jay." Anyway, they went up. They went into the room to go see George, and he looks very sick and worn out, and he says hello to both of them, and Jonathan was feeling very sad, so he's like, "Dad, I'm gonna try to help you. I'm going to go to a place where we can get some good medicine, so I'll be back in a couple of days." And Dio said, "Why are you going to? Where are you going to?" And Jonathan says, You figure out sooner or later. So I'll be off." And then Dio said, "Okay, just be safe and take a bodyguard with you or something, or pay for one at least." Jonathan says, "I'm strong enough to handle myself." Okay, and then Dio said, "Okay, be careful." So Jonathan set off to go find a cure for for George. So Dio sat there with George until he fell asleep, and then he woke up again to see Jay, the butler, was looking right at him, and then he walked away. And then Dio came up from his seat and looked at Mr. Joestar, and then he left the room to go see what was the butler Jay, doing. And so he followed Jay all the way into downstairs, and then Jay pulled out the stone mask, and Dio said, what is that mask?" And then he started to remember from 7 years ago that he heard yelling from Jonathan's room from George saying, Why do you have that stone mask?" And it pops into his head. He must be talking about that. How did he get his hands on that? So Dio approaches the bodyguard, and Dio approaches the bodyguard and sees that sees that he has something in his hand because it's the stone mask, and Dio says, "What do you have in your hand?" And the bodyguard says, "I don't have anything in my hand. It's nothing." But Dio got closer and says, "Can you please give me the mask right now? That's not yours, and you know it." And then the butler says, "Well, it's not yours either. It's Mr. Joestar's." And then Dio says, "I'm giving you one more second to give me that, or I'm gonna kick you out the house." And so Dio runs at the butler, and then he cuts his finger on the scaly part. The scales on the, I mean the horn. The scales on the mask, and he cuts his finger, and then the mask falls on the butler's face. So he was very surprised by that. He said he didn't. Dio said to himself, "I didn't even use a lot of force. How did it fall on his face?" And the butler is screaming, "It won't get off of me. Someone help, please!" And we'll leave off of that part because the mask won't get off of him. So we'll leave off on that part. So I'll release a video Friday or Saturday. Okay, see you guys next time. Bye.